కర్ణాటకలోని చిక్మగళూరు శ్రీ శారదా మఠం అధ్యక్షులు పూజనీయ శుభవ్రత ప్రాణ మాతాజీని వేదికపైకి రావాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. తరువాత రామకృష్ణ శారదా మిషన్ న్యూఢిల్లీ కార్యదర్శి పూజనీయ ప్రభాప్రాణ మాతాజీకే వేదికపైకి రావాల్సిందిగా అభ్యర్థిస్తున్నాం. ముందుగా పూజనీయ శుభవ్రత ప్రాణ మాతాజీకి మనల్ని అందరూ ఆశీర్వదిస్తూ వారి యొక్క ప్రసంగాన్ని చేయవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాము.
My namaskar to all the revered sannyasini sisters and all the assembled devotees, well-wishers and small children, my dear girls. To all of them, my hearty namaskaram. And we are really very, very, very happy to see such a big and vast assemblance to hear the mother's words. Really, it is, I don't know, it's a miracle we can say. From here only, I believe, mothers, what is it, impression or the prabhava, what we say, it will be spreading from Hyderabad itself, it looks like that. We are trying from everywhere to give the mother's words to everyone and each and everyone to improve their own house, standard of living, and they can live a joyful, peaceful, happy life if they listen and if they try to experience and realize in their own life any one single word of mother, they would be more and more happy in their life. But who will be listening to it? Who is there? Swami Vivekananda said, I need only 20 men and women who can stand on the street yonder and say they possess only God. Who will come? Who will come? He got only Sister Bhagini Nivedita. She came away directly to India and helped and became completely Indian. Completely Indian, more than what we are. Even though we are born here in India and brought up here and we have inculcated so much of ideas of Indian Samskriti, culture and everything, still we are not. If you compare and if you read, she says even every Matrubhasha, Janani, Janmabhumishta, Swargadapi Gariyasi, we say, give a lecture and everything, but have we ever inculcated in our life? We always think we have become a self-centered people. If I become a good, well, then it's all. Selfishness has become the center of our life. Let us leave it alone. Let us forget a little bit, follow mother, and then see how happy you are. Give a little bit. Nothing. Swami Vivekananda says, give a little one. Let us learn. If you do not learn anything, learn to give. Learn to love. Let us learn to renounce. See, 1,000 folds of well-being will be following you. Glory will come, greatness will, everything that is harmonious will come around you. That is what Swami Vivekananda said. So whatever be I was told, so this is the beginning, I was told to talk about the contentment. It is the greatest treasury of life is the contentment. The contentment, that's the treasury, treasure of the life. Treasure, what is that? The more valuable thing that we call treasure. Contentment, nitrupti, We must be joyful, we must be peaceful in life, we must be happy, you must get everything. That is what local meaning, what we understand about the contentment. But it must be invaluable contentment, treasure. What is it then, contentment? Let us follow Holy Mother's life first. See, Swami Chetanananda, you have heard about Swami Chetanananda, he has given a great, wonderful book, The Divine Life. Holy Mother's life, the divine life. If you read about it, you will completely forget your own self itself. You are completely immersed, drowned in a life of Holy Mother. So beautiful, so magical it is. It is slowly moving about. You will never be finished or going through the book. He says, see, such a wonderful book he has written. He is in somewhere in US. He is telling, when we go through the life of Holy Mother, tears come round. I feel so bad, so painful. So many incidents she has to go through. The life is not just a, we always like that the life must be very jive. When we want to read a story, it must be a good, a joyful ending and all that. But life is, human life is not like that. It is a combination of happiness and pain, comedy and tragedy, pain and joy. All these are mixed. If you want one thing and the other thing will definitely come. We cannot, forgo only one thing. So you must be ready to accept both the things. If you want the joy, you must be able to face the painful events in your life also. So let us face it. That is what Sarada Mani, Holy Mother did. See, in the beginning itself, when she was very young, at 5 years old, she got married. 5 years girl who haven't seen anything about her life, got married and got so much of jewelry and all those things. And she was taken away to the bridegroom's house. The jewelry was taken away and was told that it is not hers. See, imagine girl's mind. You just imagine, if you are the young girls, when you are married, you are given so many things as a dowry and all those things. When you go to your husband's house, they say it doesn't belong to you. It is somebody else's and taken away. How you feel? Depressed and then defeated and not cheated you feel, isn't it? Mother accepted that one. She didn't, immediately she forgot everything. When the Chandramani said, Ramakrishna Gadai will provide you everything, don't worry. But finished, accepted that pain, everything. So finished, the next year she grows old, isn't it? When she was in Dakshineswar, many of you have seen the Nahabat, isn't it? It was about 7.2 height, and then width it is about 9.2. And the door is just 4.2 and width is 2.2. 2 feet, 2 inches. Width is 2 feet, 2 inches. And height is just 4 feet. And mother was 5 feet, 6 inches. I am 5 feet, 3 inches old. See, I look so taller and mother is taller than me. 5 feet 6 inches, how much she must have tried to enter into that small cave where so many things have been stored up, all those things, and she has to, and Lakshmi is also used to be there. And how much she has got adjusted to it. When she was asked, what is the answer? The picture of blissness was inside me. I never felt pain, never felt sorrow or something like that. How was it happen? How could she develop these things? See, avatars come whenever adharma goes down. Isn't it? Adharma comes and dharma goes down, then only avatars come. And we consider Sri Ramakrishna as the avatar of the present age. And Sahadharmini, she is the Holy Mother Sarada Devi. So what for she has come to us? She has come to show us just a lay person, to learn how to live a joyful life. Don't complain anything. Not to complain the life, to enjoy the life. Enjoy the present. Future, whatever it may be, let us come and let us again. Don't fear about the thing. We fear about if something happens, what we'll do. So fear, we have to accept face the fear. Some psychologist gives the meaning of the fear in 2 ways. One is, forget everything, run away. Forget and run away. Second is, fight everything, rise up. What will you select? Just you see. One is just for escapism, it's called. Forget everything, whatever it may, it doesn't concern us. And we will run away to enjoy the love in somewhere else. But this once again comes again to us only, we forget about. Life is a circle. We have to meet once again the same thing. We don't expect those things at all. So remember that, not to run away, but to fight everything and rising up. Let us rise. We have to, in Upanishads also, charai veti, go forward, not to go back. not running away. Abhay, Swamiji has a Ma Bhay. So if anything comes out of the Upanishad, that is the word like a bombshell, that is Ma Bhay. Don't fear, because you have got that bliss of consciousness within you. So that powerful existence will help you in somewhere or other way to help you to find out the way. But don't run away from any pain or sorrowful events at all. That is what mother, staying in such a poor conditions, showed us how to live a joyful life. Let her learn from that one. How can be done? That also mother has shown. That we have to, all the faculties of the mind should work in balance. Otherwise it is not possible. We have to keep our mind in control. That is all the faculties. What do you mean by faculties of the mind? That is your thought power, or emotional power, and your willpower. Thought power, whatever you see somebody, you think about him, isn't it? Oh, she is my friend. We studied in a school together, or you have seen somewhere else, or you have visited your... So that thoughts you come whenever you see a person or see an object. That is thought power. Thinking. Mind will never exist unless there is something about the thinking power. So, for example, if you see a flower, that is a thinking power also is a great thing which we human beings we have got. If a flower is seen by any animal, rat or a cat or an ass, if it sees, it just see the flower and go away. But what about the human beings? When we see the flower, we feel that, hey, what a fragrance it is coming out from the flower. How beautiful it is. When it is, in what time it is actually flower so nicely. All these thoughts come to your mind. But the animals, any other species won't have such a thinking power. We have got. So let us use that one. Let us think why we have to face the difficult, why we are not to face the difficult. Only we have to happiness. Why it is so? Pain also can be a teacher for us to learn something else. Then comes the emotional power. That is the greatest power. Swami Vivekananda, Swamiji, he says that it's the emotional power is the greater than the thought power. Thought power may go somewhere, but the emotion takes you far, 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 far more to achieve your goal. Emotion, whatever we think, we can't think without any emotions. If you just learn somebody, our thinking capacity will be different. We say, oh, he was so good to me, he has treated me so nicely, so he is nearer to me. Like that we think about it. If we hate him, he is not good at all. He is always finding fault with me. All these things, again, the action and the reactions will be different with the emotions only. Person may be the same, but our emotion makes us to think about the person in different way. So let us overcome that emotion by Maharaj told me that there is one, just like we need a tripod, see, to stand about and have a good photos and all those, this tripod we have got 3. That is feeling about, relation about with my own self. I must have a good noble attitude about my own self. I should not think about, I am not treated well, or I am not good, I am good for nothing. All these things never should come into our mind. We must have, Swamiji always had. Swamiji alone gave this kind of attitude to have all of us. Have a good attitude, noble attitude about your own self, because that shining consciousness, infinite power is within you. Remember that. So have a noble attitude about your own self. Then only you can treat others also with the same respect. Another thing is the relationship with others. That is a very well-known example. So if you treat well, if you have a good noble attitude about yourself, then only you can find others also well and good and treat, and you have to treat them. For that, we have got our own mission's ideal, Atmano Mokshartam Jagat Hitaya. This you can follow it. My own goodness, I have to serve others. I have to have a good relationship with this. Or the modern problem, we say and we have coined a word, communication problem. So if we have a bad relation, means there is some communication problem. So we don't have the relation, we haven't given a good idea or something like that. So this relationship must be developed with it. So develop a good relation, so and then not to find a fault with us. So see how much you have to see that, you have to keep yourself in their position and then see how I would have reacted to the words what we have told us. Because always whenever something on which we feel very bad, that should not be there. And the third one is the relation with the things, situation. This is very important, situations thing. Whenever we have that is why I told fear. Fear we have to face the fear. Fight everything and rise up. All the situation may be good or the bad. We must develop our own self. We have to think. We have to have a noble attitude about ourselves and relation with good relation with others. Then it easily you can overcome the relationship with any bad situations, environment, anything of that. So these three relations you need to control. All these things I am telling for what? To develop your third tripod, willpower. Many of us don't know what willpower is at all, because willpower is controlled by desires. All the desire, when strong desire comes, when it is achieved, see, I got it, I achieved this. I think willpower itself is that desire. It is not so. When we say no to that strong desire, then willpower starts its action. Alam iti pratyayavan. Shankaracharya says, enough, I don't want anything. Enough, Shankaracharya says, alam pratyayavan iti. See, that Nachiketa's attitude. See, all the things are in Nachiketa. So attitude or noble, he said, I was never a media. Along with the friends, I was leader. In the class, I was madhyam. I was never good for nothing. In Nachiketa's Kathopanishad, if you read, Nachiketa says, I never was a hopeless person. With my friends, I was a leader to them. In the class, I was never below the average. See how a noble attitude is that. When with the Yama, he said, he was giving his ideas. Many of the pralobanas was giving here. So many, what is that? Horses, the elephant, many ladies or something enjoy the life. Many things are given to him by Yama to just forget about his ideal. But he said, Saiva Saha. Tavaiva Vaha Tavanritya Gite. You have your own these things and all you had it, need not to give it to me. I want that alone. That is the willpower. All the desires come around us, we have to get rid of that one and we have to proceed to know our own consciousness, which is, and we get established in that one. Mother was that. She never weaned anywhere in any circumstances. Every sister Nivedita says, whenever anybody comes with any problem, he knew how to go to the root of the problem and set right that person into it. How was it possible for the mother? Because she was established in that consciousness. So let us try to go up and up, not down. Always go forward and forward, then only that contentment comes. Contentment is not the escapism or to just live happily, not. That is the very, very main type of contentment. Contentment needs very, very deep, intelligent, very high common sense. All these things mother had. You read carefully the mother's life again and again, again and again. You go into it. How the sharp common sense she had. How to deal with all the people she knew. How she was established in the common sense. That she perfectly knew it. Nothing can by way deviate from that state. Anybody, no one, none, even Sri Ramakrishna couldn't get away. See, when he was rebuking Holy Mother, why you are feeding them so much? They have to do sadhanas. For the sake of the sadhana only, spiritual practice only, he is rebuking Mother, why you are feeding so much to them? She said, I am the mother. I know how to bring them up. How she had that noble attitude about her own self. Not anything else, not to get for herself. It is not a selfishness at all. So in Bhagavad Gita, that is, if you want to peace, you, what is it? Tyaga, Shanti, Apaishunam. This Shanti means that contentment comes only, you have the sacrifice. In the beginning, forefront, Tyaga must be there. You sacrifice, try to sacrifice anything, Sister Niveta, that if you are not able to learn anything, learn to give, learn to love. Then comes learning to renounce. So Tyaga is necessary. Remember, Tyaga is our motive. Our national ideal is Tyaga. Remember that. Because we are Indians, we must be proud of Indians. One of our sisters said, one of our lectures, she heard from some, the NASA scientists, they are telling if Indians remember their own culture, their own achievement, and be proud of it, then they will become the greatest country among all the countries of the world. This is told by the scientists of the NASA, that is the greatest scientific institution of the US. There they say we have forgotten. They know that we have forgotten. So remember that. Tyaga is necessary. Apaishunam is necessary. Not finding fault with anybody else. Don't find. Don't think they are also good as I am. Then Shanti comes. Contentment. That is why it is called the greatest treasure. Contentment will never come just like this. If you have something you won't come. You have to try hard, work hard, then only that time contentment will be ours. The greatest treasure in life, Holy Mother has shown in her own life. Thank you.